It's time for us to drive the enemy back.
So gather around, folks, because we're about to start the journey to the east. I'd like to ask you guys a question. Be honest with me. Which Marvel characters are your favorite? And I mean the old golden age of Marvel. Also, name them in the comments. So why do I say this? Recently, there's a new game that has been released. About 4 days ago, Marvel Rivals, and now, it just garnered 400,000 people. Which, before we react to a trailer, or perhaps to a video from Vera Dark, I need to show you the player count. Take a look at this. Now look, live service, many times they don't get further than this one. Well, except Fortnite, of course, because many AAA devs, they're trying to copy Fortnite, okay? Because they knew they can bank on people and charge them money, they could get sales. And here's where the problem lies. Many of them who try to copy Fortnite, instead of giving players free-to-play option, they charge them. Like, say, Concord, they charge $40. Insane! Unlike the First Descendant, it's free-to-play, well, except for the grinding and microtransaction. Well, you guys know this. So, I need to show Vera Dark. I know, sorry, I have to skip that. Rest assured, I'm pretty much certain Vera Dark is getting paid either way. Now, I'm not gonna play everything. I'm gonna play snippets of it, react to it, and then I'll leave the link in the description.
Modern day Blizzard sucks. They drop the ball at every single opportunity, whether it's with microtransactions, character designs, new title releases. They always disappoint their customers. And now the former Blizzard president, Mike Ybarra, has deleted his post where he melted down, calling Marvel's Rivals an Overwatch clone that stole Black Widow from Widowmaker. So in a now deleted post to X, he wrote, "Looks like Overwatch Marvel Rivals ships tomorrow, much like Light of Mortima, the clear copy of Horizon Zero Dawn out of China. I mean, even the character named Widowmaker in Overwatch versus Black Widow in Marvel's Rivals, NetEase and Tencent, all the same, which is ridiculous because Black Widow debuted in the comics in 1964, decades and decades before Widowmaker was even a concept, never mind a completed character. It just goes to show that these people do not really know the entertainment industry. You would think when you are creating a hero shooter, you would have understood kind of the inspirations behind a lot of these characters, and it's clear as day that Widowmaker was heavily inspired by Black Widow, and I don't necessarily think that that is a problem, but to have the former Blizzard president sit here and trash a game because he's claiming that they stole a character kind of template with the abilities and the design is mind-boggling. Now, he did actually delete it because he realized how wrong he was, but he did try to double down, saying if you like Overwatch, you might like it. And then he tried to say he worded it poorly. And it's clear what they are doing. It's not the first time. He's just salty that this game now has hundreds of thousands of players in it. I mean, it only had just released yesterday, 18 hours ago. So I'm sure these numbers are going to be pumped up over the weekend, but it peaked at 444,000. A Friday afternoon, it's got 349,000 people in game. I think it's going to go well over 600,000 over the weekend, and people are really...
Before we continue that, we already see that, yeah, it drops a bit, but the concurrent player count is still 400,000. Now, I think I agree with Vera for once. I mean, the real question is, why did he delete the post? That's the real question. It's not against the law for you to take inspiration, okay? I don't think Marvel is mad at this point. I mean, take a look at what happened recently. Marvel Spider-Man, Mary Jane, Uglify, Peter Parker, weak, and then Miles Morales takes over. What else? Let's continue forward.
Really enjoying it right now. Yes, it is very similar to Overwatch. Some of the characters do feel like copy and paste, but there's 35 heroes at launch, which is insane, and they're all free. You don't have to unlock them. The only thing you swipe your credit card on is new costumes and outfits, but to top that off, they did something amazing with this game, and that is that if you buy a season pass and it takes you 3 years to get through it, that's fine. It's not like you lose out on that season pass, that battle pass, and that reward. You could take 2 years to complete it, and then you'll get your items, which is fantastic. There's not that like fear of wasting your money, so you have to be in game at all times whenever you have free time. These are just decisions that have been made by people who do seem to genuinely care about their audience. And sure, I'm not sitting here that NetEase is an amazing company. They certainly are not, but it seems that the developers behind this at Marvel Studios or Marvel Games, they did create this idea and they've executed it pretty well. And for 450,000 people nearly, there were really no server problems. It's not like the servers were constantly going down or it was hard to find matches, excuse me. It was a pretty seamless experience from everything I've seen. I did play a little bit myself, and while this may not be the perfect game, it's just clear that it's a well-polished title that does not try to treat you as a wallet, which is a breath of fresh air. And I do think that, yeah, it is similar to Overwatch, and that is why a lot of people are giving it a chance. But he's clearly angry that Overwatch 2 has not done the numbers that they ultimately had expected, because while we don't have the Overwatch 1 numbers on SteamDB because it wasn't on Steam, right now in game, in Overwatch 2, there's 25,000 people. The all-time peak was when it went onto the platform at 75,000, so he is clearly just kind of angry that the game, or one of the games that launched under his management, is not, being able to even hold a candle to a title like Marvel's Rivals. And to just say that they stole Black Widow from Widowmaker makes me physically cringe.
Again, I will leave the full video link in the description. And yes, I think we all be cringe at that point. Well, I'm gonna try it out. Now, for server issues, if you guys see the footage that are displayed on the screen right now, I need to tell you this. If you see any server issues or anything, make sure you point me out. Because remember, this is my first time playing it. I have the first Descendant, so I'm gonna start playing it. And I think I'm gonna make 2025, or perhaps this future, an episode for this one next month. Because I'll be playing it, I will be finishing it, and perhaps we will think about what the future for Marvel Rivals looks like. Keep an eye out for that. Overall, look, it's not stealing, just taking inspiration, okay? There is two different things. Let's be clear on that. Overwatch 1, they didn't release on Steam, so you can't see the numbers. You can only see Overwatch 2. I mean, do you think this is a good game? I mean, have you played this? Let me know in the comments. I think Marvel Rivals could be a breath of fresh air, but time will tell whether or not it will. Because you should know that after this, 2025 is going to be a hell of a party. 4-year meltdown of those Wokies. Gonna be a 4-year mayhem, folks.
Your might on the battlefield proved most impressive. With a little more training, you will be right up there with me in no time. If you are interested, would you like to learn a new skill? I am sure you could pick it up in no time, and it will surely prove useful in battle.
Leave a like and subscribe if you want any woke or anti-woke detected. Visit my second channel up here or link in the description.